Good morning, world. It's your girl, Dominique Spinelli. Let's get into this outfit real quick. Thrifted the entire thing. Let's get into it because I gotta put my jacket back on. It's freezing in here on today. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so I got this dress from the Goodwill for maybe $8. It's Gap brand. It has pockets. Super cute. Got the turtleneck from, I think, We Care. I don't know how much it costs. It's a turtleneck. It's a win. And oh, my earrings are from Prague. See my earrings. They were handmade by a man in Prague. Okay, now I'm going to put that jacket back on because it's Brick City in this mug. I don't know what's going on. As you're about to hear from my reading, today is Ash Wednesday. Make sure you go do whatever you got to do. This is my first Ash Wednesday that I'm participating in. This is my first active Lent that I'm participating in. And I just appreciate my church experience so much because I thought it was only for Catholics my whole life. And I never really knew the prominence of what everything was. So I'm really excited to partake. I also understand that when you partake, you're going to war. When you partake, you go into war. That's all I have to say about that. Because I also understand you can't complain. So, salute. That's all I really... Oh, last night I went to go see Van Jones. Y'all saw that from... he was at UTM. And I learned so much about him. And, you know, I had to look for God in his story, which I thought was really cool. I got a lot of information from what he said. He spoke about technology of the future. And, whoa. It, like, hearing him say it made it real. To me, I don't know what that's about. Because I try to stay away from those sorts of things. Personally, but just because you turn your eyes away from it doesn't mean that it's not happening. And that doesn't mean it's not going to show up in front of your face. One of the strange things that he said, and it was strange because what? But it was totally valid that in the next 25 years, his children will probably date or have crushes on AI. And that's why I turn my eyes away from this kind of stuff. Because what? That's what we're doing. He went on to say about how they'll probably be able to choose their children's characteristics. So his grandchildren will be, their characteristics will be chosen by his children. And then he said that they would live to be probably about 120 years old. Jesus, where you at? I was like, and mind you, he ended the whole conversation with that. He started off very, just about his history and beating the odds and being resilient and the changes of his life. That part, though. Our current reality. Yeah. After that, I made it a point to get up and see him because I wanted to take a selfie. I just want to take a selfie to send to my mom. That's what I said to him too. And he's like, the first thing he says to me, he goes, "You have a good heart." I'm like, I know. I'm also at war. And then he asked me what I wanted to do. He helped me to reframe the verbiage of what exactly it is that I want to do. And I like that. I liked the way that he shifted the perspective because I always say like, oh, I want to be a motivational speaker. And right now I'm fighting because I'm like, okay, are you calling me to be a pastor or like what's going on here? And he just changed it. He said, yeah, you seek to motivate and inspire. Duh, that's what I be doing all the time. Like, yes, correct. So it's but when he said that, it was also like, okay, well, how do you get there? Because when he said that, it sparked something in my brain that, like, technically he's not a motivational speaker, but he was speaking motivationally up there. So there's a foundation that you have to build to be that. And I just, all my gears are like ding, 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 da, ding, ding, da, ding. I needed that. But now I just kind of am like, well, we're back at the building floor again. It's a different level of the building floor, but we're back on a building floor. So hopefully after Lent is over, or maybe during the process, it will be revealed to me, because that's something that I'm laying on this altar, because it's not for me to know the how. I just know the what. And that's the same thing I'll be telling y'all. So if I just sit here and try to put my hands on it, what happens when you put your hands on something? You create an Ishmael. I don't want to put my hands on nothing. I just got to keep showing up and keep being dominated and keep my eyes on what the focus is. That's all I can do. Yeah, we took a photo together, and then we took more than one. And then, yeah, that was it. And I just smiled, I thanked him, and then I left. But I've had a lot to chew on since that was last night. Tomorrow is at the African dance. So I'm excited to go into that. I love performing arts, things like that. So I'm going to be in there screaming. You know I'll be in there screaming. Right. Let's lay this news down, shall we? Let's push everything back so we can get the job done. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I'm just trying to get my energy up. Okay. I'm calm today. Calm is definitely the word. Okay. Today is at... All right, let's try that again. Today is Ash Wednesday. Ash Wednesday is celebrated as the beginning of Lent, a 40-day period of prayer, fasting, and repentance, leading to Easter, marking Christians' mortality and need for spiritual renewal through Christ's sacrifice, symbolized by receiving ashes in the shape of a cross on the forehead. It's a time for spiritual reflection, confessing sins, and preparing to celebrate Jesus' resurrection. Throughout Lent, Christians are supposed to eat... Sorry, y'all, hold on. Throughout Lent, Christians are not supposed to eat meat and are to fast 1 full meal and 2 small meals daily. Okay. The woman accused of murdering Weakley County Sheriff's Deputy Derek Bonham will be appearing in court this week. Christy Cunningham is facing murder charges for shooting Deputy Bonham at Pockets in Martin as he responded to reports of shots fired. He was arraigned February 3rd in Weakley County Circuit Court and given a public defender. She has not entered a plea. Deputy Bonham was laid to rest in the Highland Cemetery February 2nd. He left behind a wife and 3 children. I just need to see something. I zoned out. There you go. So I didn't zone out because I was right. Let me see. There you go. Generate. Give me a second. Sorry, y'all. She was arraigned. There you go. And okay. Residents in the Kenton area are in store for a wide range of temperature changes over the coming days. The National Weather Service says temperatures today will be near 70, rising to the mid-70s on Thursday, with winds as high as 30 miles per hour. Then a drop of over 30 degrees will be felt on Thursday night as the lows fall to the mid-40s. After the mild temperatures this week, Weather Service reports show weekend lows dipping back into the 20s, with daytime highs both Sunday and Monday in the low to mid-40s. Union City Police were called to investigate the theft of a boat. Police reports said officers arrived at 1112 East Church Street to talk with 23-year-old Charles Davis. Davis said he discovered his 1974 14-foot Starcraft boat missing from his back shed. Davis said he had seen the boat 3 days prior. The value of the theft was listed at $1,500. Anyone with any information about the stolen Starcraft boat is asked to contact Union City Police or their Crime Stoppers tip line. The missing boat was also entered into the National Crime Stopper Information Center. Lifeline is in critical need of blood donations right now. Several local blood mobile drives will be happening this week. Tomorrow morning, Lifeline will be set up at West Tennessee Healthcare in Henry County from 10 to 4. On Saturday, they'll be in Humboldt at the Tennessee National Guard from 12:30 to 4:30. Okay. Nashville's. I'm going through something, huh? Nashville's WKRN reports country singer John Rich has become crossways again with the TVA. Oh, come on, give me a break. Come on. Nashville's WKRN reports country singer John Rich has become crossways again with the TVA, this time in Sumner County. The musician has joined an effort to preserve a historical family farm that dates back several centuries. TVA has plans to build transmission lines through a portion of another farm, claiming the path that offers the least overall impact to meet the growing electricity demand in Gallatin. Rich says there are other alternatives. The country singer is an activist for farms and fought a proposal in Cheatham County, and that TVA plan was scrapped. John Rich, who has ties to Weakley County, was appointed by the White House as a citizen advocate for American farmers and ranchers. Union City Police are seeking the identity of a man who was observed urinating in a business trash can. On Saturday, an officer was dispatched to Murphy's gas station after the individual was seen urinating next to one of the fuel pumps. An employee told police a man and his young daughter witnessed and reported the incident. A review of camera footage did not confirm the report from the witnesses, but an identity of the person could not be determined through a credit card transaction or Kentucky vehicle tag. Let me see something. Let me see something. Something's not right. Kentucky vehicle tag. There you go. Much better. Oh, wait, there's more. Once he is identified, police reports said charges of indecent exposure will be issued along with barred notice from the property. Okay. The sportsman banquet at Central Baptist Church in Martin will take place Saturday at 4:30. The event will begin at 6. Tickets can be picked up at Central Baptist Church in Martin for free. A 60-year-old desegregation case in Dyersburg has officially been dismissed. The Justice Department's Civil Rights Division concluded the case that began in 1966 against the Dyersburg Board of Education. The United States filed a complaint against the Board of Education to challenge racially segregated public education at Dyersburg City Schools in violation of the Constitution and the Civil Rights Act of 1964. The court approved the board's desegregation plan, and the Justice Department spent 60 years monitoring for compliance. On February 11th, the court formally declared the district had achieved unitary status and dismissed the case with prejudice the following day. Kentucky Kentucky 1st District U.S. Congressman James Comer has announced 16 high school students nominated for military service academies. Congressman Comer said each candidate has distinguished themselves through exceptional scholarship, leadership, and character, with a desire to serve the nation's armed forces. Included in the nominations was Austin Robert Buckman of Graves County High School for the United States Military Academy at West Point. Ralph Miles Gendro of Community Christian Academy, nominated to the Air Force Academy, United States Naval Academy, and Military Academy at West Point. And William Michael Norris of St. Mary High School, nominated for the United States Naval Academy, United States Military Academy at West Point, and the Air Force Academy. A new video has been released to help drive tourism to local area locations. Do it again. A new video has been released to help drive tourism to area locations. Northwest Tennessee Tourism released a small town's... I'm reading the one that I wrote. I don't like this. Okay. Northwest Tennessee Tourism Association released this year's destination video celebrating the region's theme, Small Towns, Big Experiences, to promote the 9 counties of Northwest Tennessee. The video features 6 locations across Northwest Tennessee, including Martin's The Grind Mac and Cheeseburger Bar, Discovery Park of America in Union City, Reelfoot Lake in Sandburg, and Crown Winery in Humboldt. The video follows Bethel University sophomore Towns Boyd through the region, showcasing how Northwest Tennessee pairs high-quality experiences with the authentic charm of small-town communities. All right. So, my news is short. Not terribly short, but just a little short. Because there was like two or three stories that Charles and I both wrote. So it's like the same story twice. And I don't like that for us. But I can make this work. All right, y'all. I hope you have a great day. See you later.